time for talk about games. Played by Ryan and Mike. A modern, a retro video game show. Yes, we talk about games and sometimes other stuff like Star Trek. It's a blast, our gaming podcast.
Hello and welcome to the final episode of Talk About Games. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Mike, and today we're talking about the end of this show.
Yeah.
So good news.
It's good news.
So Ryan and I both really like doing this show. I love doing this show, but like the deal is we wanted more views and it's not getting it, so we're done.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So like I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. This is a fun show and I like doing it. However, I am producing 4 video games right now. I'm building a production facility and I'm running 3 companies. And some of these games I was playing 8, 10, 12 hours.
There's a few you played 40 plus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's really cool. I like having an excuse to play games. And I like seeing Mike. So I went to Mike and I said, hey, Mike, why don't we just hang out?
Yeah.
You know, and not do the...
So Ryan might come by and do some streams with me from time to time. But as far as this goes, see, this is a commitment to do every single week. And so he's got a lot going on, but, you know, I really, also I have to say this, I don't think we're stopping the show now, but I don't think we were going to do this show forever anyway. So at some point we're going to stop doing it anyway. And there's a reason that we're doing this episode. I just want to talk for a minute about why I wanted to make this final video here about this, because back when I was doing James and Mike Mondays, I said to James, I was like, I don't want some big send off. Can we just make it a quick, like, you know, Mike and I did this show and now he's streaming. Go check him out there. And that's it. Like, I didn't want a full thing, us sitting on the futon and we had to talk for an hour. It's just like, that's it. The show's over. Go check out my streams. And that was it. I didn't want to make it a big deal. So after that, everybody thought it was weird. It's like, oh, is there something weird going on? It's fine. Like, I've shot videos with James since then. It's totally fine. I just wanted to start streaming. I want to do a little bit more so we could explain why we're stopping this. We wanted to have the show do a little better than it was doing. Like, maybe if the show had been getting 50,000, 60,000 views per episode, we probably would still be doing it. But the show's getting like 10, 15,000, maybe 20,000 views an episode. It's not quite where we want it to be. On top of that, Ryan, even if it was getting more views, Ryan doesn't really have the time to do it anyway. So it's kind of just like, it sucks because we like to do it, but at the end of the day, we kind of got to be adults about it and be like, this is not really, it doesn't make sense. Also, we have to pay editors to do it and whatnot. And it's just not really, it's costing more money than it's making for sure. And so we tried to make it work, but it's not working.
Yeah. So, it's a natural stopping point though. There's 52 episodes and nearly 52 episodes on Patreon. So we did over 100 pieces of content in Talk About Games. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the 52 mainline episodes, that's a good run for any show. I mean, even though it was only over the course of a single year, it's like a solid body of...
Do you think there's more episodes of Talk About Games than there is of like Stranger Things?
They're probably definitely,
you know?
Right? Like and they're each an hour long. So you're talking about, you know, somewhat almost 100 hours of Talk About Games content has come out.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we won't get to talk about new games that come along, and there's always games that you want to talk about.
I will be continuing to talk about games on stream, and Ryan hopefully will come by from time to time. So it'll continue in that form.
Yeah. So if you want to see us, I will put on my Twitter when I'm going to stream with Mike, and we will do that.
Yes.
But Talk About Games as a show, this is the last episode. I just want to say thanks to all our guests, Tony from Hack the Movies. And all of the patrons who, really supported the show. We really appreciate that. I loved Xander's title cards. The one for this episode is probably going to be one of my favorite. He hasn't made it yet.
His title cards were amazing. And I remember when we came up with the idea for the show, one of the main ideas for the show was we wanted to do a mashup of both of our games. I would choose a game, Ryan would choose a game, and we specifically wanted like art thumbnails, and I'm glad that we were able to have such quality, awesome thumbnails. I feel like these thumbnails would have been great for a channel that had 20 million subscribers.
Right.
We're such a small channel, so I think we were fortunate to have such nice art on a channel as small as Talk About Games. I loved doing the show. It is really good. It sucks to end it, but we kind of have to. So it is what it is.
Yeah. The other thing that's really nice about Talk About Games is we played the games we wanted to play. It wasn't an algorithm thing. We didn't play the YouTube game. We brought what we thought was entertaining to us and entertaining to you, and we...
Oh, do you mean that Temple of Doom on NES and the Three Stooges on NES wasn't like, for the algorithm? No, this was a very passion-driven show. Ryan was always playing games that he wanted to at the time, and so was I. But yeah, that's it. As they say, all good things must come to an end, and that's my final Star Trek reference for the show.
Live long and prosper, everybody.
All right. Thanks for watching.
We are waiting for the Dark Souls of fighting games. Let us have it. We're ready.
Soul Edge has nothing on a lightsaber. I'm sorry.
James Earl Jones comes back.
No!
Oh no! Oh!
I don't think kids trade games anymore.
I need that sense of accomplishment, and it wasn't there. And I think that was a major flaw.
The way they engineer these is just phenomenal.
As much as you're into the comics, I was very into the toys, so I was on the message board all the time.